chapter 3, verse 5. Just one scripture, amen?
Amen.
Proverbs 3, verse 5. Somebody's going to be healed today, amen?
Yes.
Hallelujah. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not to your own understanding. Here is the reading of God's word.
Come on, just give it a praise. And God has been good to you this past week. And God has worked some things out. Come on and give him a hand clap of praise. Maybe you didn't get what you wanted, but if you're here right now, or somebody just give him a hand clap of praise. And look over to your neighbor and say, neighbor, I'm glad to be alive on this day. Oh, come on and give God the praise. He didn't have to wake you up this moment. He didn't have to let you make it here safely on the highways and the highways. He didn't have to move that mountain last week. He didn't have to stop that storm in your life. Come on and give him a praise. So glad and so happy. I got so many messages from last week's message on what it is that you need to do to your press season to get your miracle. And before I go into the word, you know I don't normally do this, but there are a couple of them that I'll have to share with you. I got a message last week and this week by way of text from someone that had a NIPSCO bill and they only had a little bit, like I said, of the NIPSCO bill, and they put the bill down on the altar, and then came Monday morning, they realized they couldn't pay the bill. But what they did was they called NIPSCO and told NIPSCO with a true heart what the situation was, and NIPSCO didn't just defer the payment, but they moved the payment back 2 or 3 weeks until they would have the money to pay. Oh, somebody ought to give God the glory. I got to go to example. I got to go there this morning. I got a call from somebody that told somebody to tell me that they came and laid the last $10 that they had in the world at the altar last weekend. When they laid the $10 down at the altar, that was all they had, but that little bit they put it there with faith to God. And by the time they walked back to their seat, someone had walked up to them in the sanctuary and replaced the $10 bill with a $100 bill. I wish I had some praise folks up in here this morning. Look at somebody and say a little bit. Just a little bit. That's all we got to do. Just give God a little bit. And probably the one that just blew my mind the most, the one that blew my mind the most was the mom that I met with that had been trying to adopt the 4 children in the family because of the sudden death of a loved one almost 4.5, 5 years ago now. And she didn't want to bring all the kids down to the altar. So she went in her purse and got all 4 of their Medicaid cards. Keep in mind now, they've been not fighting her and not giving her the adoption right to the kids. And she's been fighting for almost 5 years now. And she came and threw all 4 of the Medicaid cards down at the altar. Somebody knows where she's going. And come Monday morning, she got a phone call saying you can come and sign the adoption paper. The adoption has gone through. I wish I had some folks up in here this morning that was going to pray. Oh, come on and give him the glory. High five about 3 folk and tell him this is real. 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 It's not on TV, it's live and playing at your local network. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Yes. In your press season, I want to thank Reverend Kyla Davis for so eloquently reading the word. It's an inside joke. I kidded her when she came up and I said, girl, you read that word like you was getting ready to go take a test somewhere. You read it so quickly. We had a good laugh about it. I want to thank her for reading the word, just that one verse where we're going to hang our hat at for just a few moments this morning. And in your press season, in your season of press, when you get lonely, you need to learn how to lean upon the Lord. Oh, I wish I had somebody with me right now. In your press season, when you get lonely, when you look around and you can't find no one, you need to learn how to lean upon the Lord. I dare you to take about 5-second praise break. In this press season, it's going to be difficult for you to go through this thing and not have some things that happen to you that don't make you get buckled or make you get weak in your knees. In this press season, in this season of going forth and wanting God to bless you and giving you the strength to make it through, you're going to have a hard time trying to get through this thing without getting scratched up or without getting scarred up. In this press season, this season where you are no longer going to be denied, or you are no longer going to be second fiddle, or you are no longer going to be shortchanged, it's going to be hard for you to make it through this situation and not have some detractors in your life, or not have a few haters in your life, or not have some ups and downs in your life, or not have some folk that tell you what you can't do in your life. But at those moments when you encounter those types of situations, at those moments when you encounter folk that try to make you think there's another way other than the way and the will of God, I dare you to not lean upon that doubt or lean upon that negative stuff or lean upon that I can't do spirit, but I dare you to learn how to trust and to lean upon the Lord. Oh, I wish I had somebody with me this morning. You see, what you have got to understand is that God has a way that you can't get under. God has a way that you can't get around. And that if you just do this thing his way, if you just serve him according to his will, that God will bless you in ways in which you never thought you could be blessed. And let me see if I can take just a moment here right now and explain. See, what a lot of people don't understand is that God is telling you that the only thing that you have to do to be blessed by me and covered by me and prepared by me is just be committed to doing this thing my way. That the only thing you got to do to get your miracle, the only thing you got to do to win more than you lose is to give your life to me and be concerned about me and take care of what it is I want of your life through you the way I want it to be done. But there are so many people that hear that message and hear that word, but you're so busy out here trying to do you, and you're so busy out here trying to do this thing your way, that what you are doing is you are costing yourself a miracle, and you are costing yourself a breakthrough, and you are putting yourself on the back burner of the blessing that God has for you. Oh, I know it's early in this thing, but I stopped by to tell you today that you got to learn how to flip-flop that situation so that God can get the glory out of your life. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Some of the best fun I ever had in my life was when I changed positions. When I went from always trying to be on the top and I was on my back. Oh, I wish I had somebody with me. Some of the biggest blessings I ever got in my life, I got some folk giggling. Y'all will catch up with me in just a moment. Is when I allow God to take me and I can look at things from the bottom and look at them from the top. Some of the biggest blessings I ever got in my life was when I was behind the situation. Oh, anybody know what it is to be behind? Oh, let me see if I can clean this thing up for the Holy Ghost right now. You see, God did his best blessing when I was on my back and in my bed of affliction. When I had to look my troubles right in the face, he let me know that the battle is not yours, it's the Lord's. God blessed me when I had to look at things from the bottom up, because when I looked at it from the bottom up, when he flip-flopped my situation and put me back on top, I learned what it was to be merciful. I learned what it was to look at life from a different perspective, and I learned how to appreciate that God didn't have to rescue me and pick me up just his mercy and just his grace and just his goodness is all that I need. Or anybody here know what it's like to be behind? You always try to be out front, but I dare you to just get behind the Lord and let him fight your battle. Get behind the Lord and let him maneuver your situation. Won't God work it out for you? Say yeah. Yeah. Tell somebody you got to flip-flop. Oh, every now and then you got to flip-flop. It's not about where you are. It's about where God is in your current situation. I can't. This word is a real word. And I can't just jump into this one verse word. I can't just do it that way because Solomon was a bad man. All you got to do is just look at the word and you'll see he was a bad man. All you got to do is check out his DNA because his daddy, long before Mike Tyson came along, was known as a knockout artist. Oh, isn't that what his daddy David did to Goliath? Did he just knock him out with one shot? His mama was the DNA. His mama, she was Beyonce. I'm sorry. She was Bathsheba. There go Beyonce again. And his brothers and his sisters, they weren't no joker, nobody to be messed with as well. Am I right or wrong? Solomon was a bad man. Look at somebody, he was a bad man. He was the third king of all of Israel. And he was the writer of Ecclesiastes and Song of Songs. Solomon was a bad man. He wrote 3/4 of the Proverbs, of which we are studying today. And then he was so awesome that this guy actually wrote a couple of the Psalms. Solomon was a bad man. But to top it all off, what he was really known for was being not just the wisest king of all time, but the Bible says that he was the wisest man of all time. And it's awesome about this. I got to work this for just a moment. Solomon got his wisdom from a request that he made of God. You see, one day God knocked at his door and he asked Solomon, I'll give you whatever it is that you want. I'll give you whatever it is that you desire. I'll give you whatever it is that you request. Just ask me right now. And I know if God had asked some folk up in here, or maybe me included, what I wanted, I know it would have been some cruises on that list. If God had asked what you want, it would have been some folk that would have requested some gold. Or don't sit here and act all holy. I know if God had asked some folk what they want, they would have started talking about, well, I just want to go away and get away for a weekend and just get high for the weekend. Or don't get quiet right now. Everybody up in the church ain't saved. It's a whole lot of folk that's still wrestling with some things. Or don't sit there and act like you pray. It's a whole lot of folk. You know if God gave you a chance, you wouldn't ask for everything home. You wouldn't ask him to get you a stack of Bibles. You wouldn't ask him to do some things for you. You'd ask God to bless you and to meet all your needs. But here's Solomon. God says, what do you want? And Solomon says, all I want is you to give me a discerning heart. Meaning just give me a pure heart. And then give me the ability to know right from wrong. And then God comes back behind that and says, man, he's so blown away by Solomon's request. He says to Solomon, he says, man, you know what? Since you didn't ask me for all that messing, since you didn't ask me for all that junking, since you didn't ask me for all that nonsense, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you all the stuff that you didn't ask for. I'm going to give you all the other stuff that other folk does. Since you only asked me for the things that would please me, I'm going to bless you with some other stuff. And I stop by to tell somebody today that a whole lot of the reason why your situation has not changed is because of the stuff that you asking God for that keeps you behind the 8 ball. It's the stuff that you think that you need. Instead of telling God, I need more of you. I need all of you. I need to be more like you. Instead of telling God, I need you to bless my mind and bless my heart. You thinking about your NIPSCO bill and your phone bill and your condo and your rent and your mortgage or what you don't have. But I dare you to put you bless me with. Just as long as I know you're going to care for me at my heart. Just as long, oh, I'll praise him by myself. Just as long as I know you're going to fight my battles. Everything is going to be all right. Oh, high five about 5 people and tell them, just as long as I got the Lord on my side. Now, the high five about 3 more, I'm not asking for nothing else but for God to make me more like him. Oh, come on and give him the praise. Oh, high five about 3 people. I don't need nothing. I just want to be more like God. I just want to be more like God. Solomon asked for the right thing. He didn't ask for all that mess. He didn't ask for all that junk. He didn't waste God's time with trying to get his attention to talk about all the stuff that man was going to do or man was planning on doing or what people are going to do. He just asked the Lord, Lord, just take me and give me a pure heart. Just make my heart right. Make my mind right. Let me know right. Don't you know when you know right from wrong, you won't get all that other stuff anyway, because the more of God's will that you do, the more God's going to bless you. Don't you know that when your heart is right, you're not up here with that hateful heart or that jealousy or that envy, worried about what you ain't got or what somebody else got, and you got your heart fixed on the prayer and the praise offered up to God. Don't you know that God will give you some stuff that you don't even ask for just because you are concerned about doing this thing his way? Solomon, after counseling for a chapter and a half, decides to do something in this word that's all the way different. After counseling for a chapter and a half on wisdom, Solomon decides to challenge the person that he's been teaching. Solomon says son, and when he says son, no, he wasn't talking to his son. Can I teach right now, Reverend Man? The word son in the Bible refers and means student. So the student he was talking to, he said, I need you to keep these words that I have given you. I need you to keep them close to you. I need you to keep everything that I've shared with you. I need you to keep it on your heart. I need you to understand that it's important that you not just hear what I'm talking about, but that you retain what I'm talking about. I need you to put the stuff I've been putting down to you. I need you to put it into practice in your life, because if you put it into practice in your life, there's some things that will happen in your life. There's some blessings that are happening in your life. There's some provisions that are happening in your life, not because of where you work or not because of who your mama or daddy is or not because of how much money you got in the bank, but because it is important to you to do the will of God. I need you to do this thing because you need to understand why. Because sooner or later in life, something's going to happen to you. Sooner or later in life, some things are going to go down against you. Sooner or later in life, everything's not going to fall your way. Sooner or later in life, there's some trials and some troubles and some tribulation. Sooner or later in life, your job is going to change bosses and your new boss is going to start doing the food. Sooner or later in life, some drama is going to hit your marriage. Sooner or later in life, your money is going to get fun. Oh, everybody here got money. Oh, I'm preaching to the wrong crowd. But sooner or later in life, no matter how hard you try, no matter how committed you are, sooner or later, something's going to happen to you that's going to make you weak, that's going to make you weary, that's going to knock you down, that's going to make you cry, it's going to make you want to scream, it's going to make you want to run, it's going to make you want to get up out of here. But when that happens, I need you to do everything I've been telling you to do. He says, I need you to remember this. And what most people miss when they read this word is that he's not talking about remembering it now. He's talking to him because he wants him to put it into a daily application. Oh, I'm trying to teach this word this morning. See, most people read this word and they think about a momentary thing. When it happens, I'm going to trust. When something happens, I'm going to call your name. When something happens, me yet. But I'm going to take you there right now. Every day is a day of Thanksgiving. Every day is a day to get up and give God the praise. Every day is a day you want to say hallelujah. Every day is a day you want to thank him for a roof over your head. Every day is a day you want to thank him that it's not you that's homeless, that it's not you that's hungry, that it's not you that can't find a friend. Every day you ought to give him the praise. Every day is a day of Thanksgiving. Say that. Every day. Every day. Every day. Do I have any everyday folk up in my Father's house right now? Do I have anybody that knows if it hadn't been for the Lord every day, where would you be right now? I would have lost my mind if it hadn't been for his love every day. I would have been down, kicked to the curb.
All right.
But every day he keeps me. Every day he provides for me. Every day he makes a way out of no way. Every day. I'm still standing because of what he does every day. I'm still fighting because of what he does every day. Somebody here, you made it through that divorce because of what he did every day. Your kids are all right because of what he does every day. Your body has been healed because of what he does every day. It didn't happen with the surgery. It's every day after the surgery. Every day. Hallelujah. Two or maybe three quick things in this word that take place to show you how to learn how to lean when you get lonely. Oh, see, when it comes down to leaning, somebody might lean to the right. Do I have any right-handed folk in here? Now get your right hand lean on. Somebody might lean to the left. Now let me see my lefty folk up in here. Oh, it don't matter which way. Some folk might have to lean to the back. Oh, I got some folk that help me in. I saw a whole lot of folks sit back there. When it comes down to leaning, some folk might have to lean forward. Oh, Lord, I wish I had somebody up in here. And I'll stop by to tell you, it don't matter which way you lean. Some folk might have to get funky with it. You remember the Cabbage Patch? But all that matters is that you learn how. Or do I have any leaners in here right now? Or let me see you just. Yeah, let me see. I don't care which way you go. Just go there, lean on it. But every now and then, it don't matter which way you go. Just as long as you lean. God don't care. Sometimes you got to lean all kind of ways until you get to the right spot. Until you feel your anointing. Is there anybody here that know something about leaning on the Lord? Or do I have any choir members that know you can't just rely on your voice? That the only reason you can open your mouth is because you. Or do I have any deacons up in here today that know that the only reason you're all right is because you learn how to? Or do I have any ushers up in the house? I see you all over the sanctuary. Are you okay because you learn how to? Or do I have any nurses? You couldn't pass out one tissue unless you learn how to. Or do I have any believers that will raise your hand all over the house and you know that the only reason you have made it every day is because you learn how to? Oh, give him the praise. Give him the honor. Give him the glory. Lean with it. Lean with it. Lean with it. Oh, where my preachers at? Do you know how to? Oh, come on and give God the praise. Three quick things. 3 quick things. 2, maybe 3 that you have to do in order to learn how to lean upon the Lord when you get lonely. He says there in verse 5, when he talks to his student and makes his student understand that he has to put this into practice every day. First thing he does is he gives him the answer on how it is that he needs to learn how to lean. First thing he does, and he tells him that he's got to do is that he has to learn how to trust in the Lord. I wish I had some Holy Ghost filled people here with me right now. See, that little bit of vision you got, a dream that you have, that's okay, but that's not trust. That curiosity that you have. You know how you see everybody all around you high-fiving and moving and doing everything. You got a hint that God is doing something, that he's able to do something, but it's not all the way there with you yet. I stopped by to tell you that's not trusting. When you just hope that God will do something, like you taking a chance on him like you would on a lottery ticket, that's not trust. But when you learn how to trust in the Lord with all of your heart, when you learn how to depend on the Lord with all of your heart, you will look at what you are going through. You will see what's in your face, but you will know that your God has got the final say so on everything that happens in your life. Well, I wish I had somebody with me right now. When you learn how to trust in him, you will be just like Joseph was when he said that his enemies and his brother, you meant it for evil, but God meant it for good. When you learn how to trust in the Lord, you'll be just like the woman that had the 12-year bleeding condition. She said, if I can just touch the hem of his garment, everything is going to be all right. When you learn how to trust in him, you'll be just like the man that was covered with leprosy from his head down to his toes, that bowed down at the foot of the mountain and waited there until Jesus came. Is there anybody here that just stayed in place and you made up your mind that you weren't going to move until Jesus showed up in your situation? That's what I call real trust. When you learn how to trust him, you'll be just like Peter said. He said, cast all your anxieties upon him because he cares about you. Somebody here this morning, you got some anxieties in your life. You got some troubles in your life. And I dare you to quit sitting there this morning. But I dare you to stand up all over the sanctuary if you are going through some things and make a commitment right now that you are going to trust in the Lord. Oh, did you hear what I said? When you trust in the Lord, it doesn't mean that you ignore the problem. It doesn't mean that it does not exist. It just means that you know that somewhere or somehow, you don't know when he's going to do it, or how he's going to do it, or where he's going to do it, or when he's going to do it. You just know that the Lord is going to get this thing done. Somebody put a clock on you, but you didn't let them know you don't control my God. Somebody has told you that you ain't going to make it, and you laugh in their face. Somebody told you that eviction notice said February the 16th through the 20th, and you ain't even worried about it, because you know if you ain't staying there, God has got a better place for you someplace else. Somebody threatened to leave you and said that your life was going to be in ruins without them, and you ain't worried about them packing up their stuff. As long as the Lord does not leave you, as long as the Lord does not cut you out, as long as the Lord don't turn his back, as long as the Lord keeps his arms wide open, you know that everything is going to be all right. You need to trust him in your sickness. Trust him with your bad finances. Trust him when you don't understand. Trust him when you don't know which way to go. Trust him when the world tells you you're about to go down, because maybe your going down is going to lead to your rising back up. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? The Lord is good and he's worthy of your trust. I dare you to trust him. I dare you to seek him. I dare you to turn to him. High five somebody and say, I'm going to trust in the Lord till I die, till I die, till I die. Ain't nothing fake about my walk. Ain't nothing fake about my upon my own understanding. He will show up. He will show out. He will make a way. Say yeah, 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 yeah. Tell somebody, you're going through, but your trust is about to bring you out. Oh, tell somebody, you're going through, but your trust in the Lord is about to bring you out. Now high five somebody and tell them I received that. I received that. I received that. I received that. Tell somebody, I'm coming out. 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 I'm not looking to man. I'm not looking to a job. I'm not depending on a paycheck. I'm not depending on a warm body. The Lord is going to make a way. Somehow. Trust him. 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 Yeah! Heart. With all your heart means not withholding anything. With all your heart means not withholding anything. You see, there are a lot of folk that come to church, but your heart ain't in it. Oh, I wish I had somebody with me. A lot of folk claim that they know the Lord, but your heart is not in it. But I dare you to tell God, and see, he knows the difference between your heart is in something and when it's not in something. And there's a whole lot of people you say, well, I put my heart in it when God shows me something. I put my heart in it when God does this for me. I put my heart in it when God moves this mountain. Well, I stopped by to tell you that you got it butt backwards up. You see, God is waiting for you. Oh, I wish I had somebody with me. You got it butt backwards. I said it. God is waiting for you. He's waiting for you to show him something. He's waiting for you to show him that you will put your heart in it. He's waiting for you to step out on faith. He's waiting for you to trust him with all your heart. He's waiting for you to step up and say, Lord, I'm going to give you my heart. I don't care about what I used to do, but my whole heart, it beats for you right now. All my love is in you right now. I know if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here. So I'm about to give you my heart. You got to give him your whole heart. See, you've been given bits and pieces of your heart. And then when somebody else comes upon you, then you give them the other part of your heart. But sometimes you got to give somebody the hand and tell them, I don't need to hear from you what you're talking about. I don't need to know about your expertise. I don't need to look at another TV show that tells me how I need to get my life together. All I'm going to do is look at this word and depend on this word and trust in the Lord with all my heart. When I give him my heart, he'll love me back. When I give him my heart, he'll do some things for me. When I give him my heart, God will fix it. You got to give him your whole heart. And then the last thing that you got to do, the final thing that you got to do, is we got to get you out of this. We got to get you out of this. The Bible says, trust in the Lord with all thy heart and lean not upon your own understanding. Look at somebody and say, we got to get you out of this. Or give God about a 7-second praise break right now. Come on, give him a real 7-second praise. Somebody's about to get delivered. Your understanding or lack of understanding who God is the reason why so many folk are in a bad situation right now. Your understanding is why you have just a little bit of strength. Your understanding is why you stay broke. Your understanding is why you look at your breakthroughs as a burden. God is saying, I need you. You want me to bless you? I need you to do this. I need you to come to me. I need you to commit your life to me. I need you to serve me. I need you to tithe to me. I need you to fast and pray for me. I need you to seek my face. I need you to be concerned about other folks in spite of what you are going through. And when you hear all that stuff, instead of you looking at it as your blessing, you see it as a burden. You're like, I can't do all of this. And I'm trying to help somebody right now. I'm trying to help somebody right now. One of the main reasons that you are still where you are right now, because if your understanding why you don't have any real power is because all the power that God has got reserved for you, because you look at things the way the rest of the world looks at it. You don't understand that God can take you even in your broke situation and make that 20 last you for the next 2 weeks. I wish I had somebody here with me this morning. I wish I had some Holy Ghost filled folk that know something about what I'm talking about right now. You see, your understanding is what has got you all messed up and it's got you all mixed up, because you are looking at this thing through the world of your eyes of whoever it is that you are listening to. If it's not God, and it's got you twisted and you are being shortchanged as it relates to your right relationship with the Lord. But I dare you right now to just give one person a high five and say, I'm getting ready to lean on the Lord for the rest of my life. Give somebody else a high five and say, I'm getting ready to lean on the Lord for the rest of my life. Oh, come on, give him a hand clap and pray. I'm getting ready to lean on the one that made Jeremiah say, and told Jeremiah, I am the Lord, thy God. Is there anything that's too hard for me? I'm getting ready to lean on the one that went to Daniel and gave him a bucket of hot wings and a bag of Doritos while he was in the lion's den. I'm getting ready to lean on the one that helped Moses when he got to the Red Sea, and it seemed like it was impossible, that the only thing he had to do was just stretch out his rod over the sea. Or is there anybody that knows today that if you just take the little bit that you have and lean not on your own understanding and stretch it out over your set of circumstances, won't the Lord make a way for you? Is there anybody that knows that when you get stretched out, that's when God does his best sermon? Is there anybody that knows when you get stretched out and you learn how to lean, won't God make a way out of no way? I'm getting ready to lean on the one that made David hold a press conference in his press season. Oh, that's what he did. Every now and then, you got to hold a press conference in your press season, in your car, on your job, in your bathroom, over your circumstances. And when you hold your press conference, you got to invite all your troubles and tell all your troubles you need to come and make sure you're in attendance. Do I have anybody that knows what I'm talking about? That's what David did in the 124th Psalm. He decided, person, to hold a press conference. Oh, that's what he did. And he stood before the Israelites. And he said, all y'all need to be here tomorrow at 12 o'clock because I got something that I got to say. He told the Israelites in the 124th Psalm, in his press conference, in his press season, he said, if it had not been for the Lord on our side, where would we be right now? He said, if it hadn't been for the Lord, our enemies would have swallowed us. If it had not been for the Lord, the flood would have engulfed us. If it had not been for the Lord, the torrent would have swept over us. If it had not been for the Lord, he told them right then that the raging waters would have swept us away. But I love verse 6 in his press conference, in his press season, because in verse 6, in the 124th Psalm, David says, praise be to God who didn't let none of it happen. Every now and then, you got to hold a press conference in your press season and remind yourself that praise be to the Lord because he didn't let none of it happen. Is there anybody here that knows that the here that knows that God will make a way. Sometimes you gotta have a press conference and get your praise on. I dare you right now to get your praise on. And I find about 3 people and tell them nothing happened. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. God will make a way out of no way. When you learn how to lean, God will make a way out of no way. When you learn how to lean, let me see you lean. Lean. Lean for better. Lean for your breakthrough. Lean for better finances. Lean for a better heart. Lean for your forgiveness. Lean for your strength. Lean for your prosperity. Yeah, 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 yeah. Come on. Give God the praise. Or give him the praise. Give him the praise. Give him the praise. Give God the praise. Give God the praise. Somebody knows what I'm talking about. Somebody knows what I'm talking about. Praise be to God that it did not happen. It did not happen. Somebody knows what I'm talking about. Because everybody up in here, you got some demons in your life. Oh, don't be trying to act like you don't know what I'm talking about. Everybody up in here, you got some demons in your life. Oh, I wish I had somebody with me right now. You got some demons all around you. You got some demons that's hanging out looking for you. You got some demons. I need to be able to spot you. You to know where your demons are. You got some demons. Is there anybody here? You got some current demons. Is there anybody here? You got them with some past demons. Oh, don't sit there trying to act brand new. You got some stuff that you fight with. And every time you turn around, there's a demon there. When you look to your left, there's a demon there. When you face to your right, there's a demon there. You trying to get ahead, and there's another demon. And every time you take a step, your demons move with you. Every time you try to do better, your demons are right there with you. Every time you try to make it, your demons are trying to close in on you. Every time you tell God, I want to serve with a pure heart, then demons is just hanging all around. But every now and then, you got to be just like David, and you got to get your praise up, and you got to say out loud for the whole world to hear that even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, thy rod protects me. In other words, all you are saying is if I can just get to the feet of my Savior, if I can just get to the feet of my God, if I can just get to the feet of my Anchor, if I can just get to the feet of the one who cares about me, if I can just get to the feet of the one that moves mountains, if I can just get to the feet of the one who provides for me, if I can just get to the feet of the one that takes care of my family, if I can just get to the feet of my God, he will fight my battle, he'll provide for me, he'll protect me, he'll keep me, he'll raise me up, 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 and raise up a new standard in me. And when he raises me up, guess what he'll do? He'll allow me to lean on him in my troubles, lean on him in my circumstance, lean on him in spite of what I'm going through, lean on him in spite of the devil, lean on him when I don't know how I'm going some of y'all don't know about that, huh? You know about Fred Hammond and Dollar Law, that's old school. I'm going to trust. Or where my leaders at? Oh, I can see you in the club. I can see you get your party on up in my father's house. Let us stand. Let us stand. Let us stand. Where my leaders at? Come on and trust in the Lord.